What is up, bro? What is up? I'm sorry, I just clipped the shit out of y'all's ears, probably. I'm gonna be in like a new location half the time that I'm recording these, just because I'm outside, bro. I'm everywhere. I keep seeing the same dudes like every single day, and they're like, Kevin, you're everywhere. I'm like, dude, you're everywhere. You are literally out at the same time as me. I see you every time, bro. Shout out to initials, because I don't want to dox nobody. Shout out to E. Shout out to S. Shout out to that's really it. Those two brothers. I literally see them everywhere. Shout out to y'all. But I wanted to get on here for a day and talk to you about one of my most reoccurring thoughts. And it's that we're not gonna have time to do everything, bro. We're not gonna have time to do everything. And it's kind of sad because look, I'm somebody with this is my reoccurring thought, right? I want to be able to do everything. If I could major in every single major in college and just do everything, I would, bro. I'm gonna turn my shit down a little bit. Excuse me. I would, right? If I could major in criminal justice and also music production and also finance and also marketing and also um every major, right? Anthropology, horticulture, everything that sounds at least mildly interesting to me. I want to learn about, bro. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, but if you started me from age 3, like the moment you could start reading anything of substance past, like, maybe not age 3. I don't know who was reading some substantial books at age 3, right? But age like 7 or so, when you start reading books that with new words and stuff that you're not really paying attention to. If you started someone at age 7 and they were alive until they were 100, they wouldn't even have time to read every book that's in like most. Maybe maybe the math isn't mathing here. They probably would have time to read every book that's in most public libraries, but they wouldn't have time to read every book that's in like 5 public libraries. And how many public libraries are there in the world? Like hundreds of I mean, hundreds of thousands of public libraries, but probably not, right? There's thousands. There's thousands, maybe 100,000, maybe, somewhere in that range, right? No way they'd have the time, bro. No way they'd have the time. If you started listening to every song that comes out from now to the end of the day, I think like 1,700, you know, what was the stat? It's like people are releasing 1,700 times amount of music than they were like 30 years ago every day. I could record a song right now, which I kind of planning to record a little demo, release it, and most of the world would never hear it. You know what I mean? And the idea is we're not going to get the time to do everything. So you might as well fill your time with as much stuff as you want to do as you possibly can, and try to fill out your priorities, right? And try to have as much fun as possible in your life. That's really the gist, right? If you find something really fun, even if you don't find it fun next week, even if you didn't find it fun last week, even if you don't find it fun in a month, even whatever, if you find it fun and you have what you need to succeed in doing it, do it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been going to the studio every night and every day the last 2 or 3 days, right? Have I recorded anything I'm going to release? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Possibly. But the beauty of it is getting better at it. And I can tell, right? I've gotten far better at this guitar since I picked it up like over a month ago. I've gotten far better at recording videos. I've gotten far better at talking to people. I've gotten far better at miking up this stuff even since I started coming here a week ago. And it's like you can get better at things so quickly. That's a little bit of a tangent, right? Um, there's another stat. This is all very interesting to me, right? There's another stat. If you go to New York and you try to visit a new restaurant for every single meal for 365 days, which no one can afford, right? Like, and if you can, is that really even that fun? Like, come on. It needs to be a delicacy, in my opinion. It needs to be a specialty event. But if you did that for every single day for 365 days, you wouldn't be able to go to even like a fifth of the restaurants in New York, because new ones open and close every day. You know what I mean? There's 5 boroughs in New York, bro. They got Coney Island, they got Staten Island, they got like all this shit, right? They got restaurants closing and opening in the Bronx. They got restaurants closing and opening in Lower Manhattan. They got restaurants closing and opening in Harlem. They got Tribeca, Soho, right? Like Brooklyn. And it's such a vast. It's really not that big though. In the grand scheme of geological areas, geological, geographical, geological's rocks, geographical. In the grand scheme of like geography, New York's pretty small. And but they got 3.7 million people, or 1.3 million. I think it's 3.7. It might be 1.3. It's one of those two figures. They got that many people living in such a small, contained area, and it's that many people that's chasing their dreams, bro. That's why you go to New York. Or it's that many people that are trying to get out of New York, bro. What if they're trying to go to? They trying to go to Russia? They trying to go to France. They trying to record music in New Zealand. They're trying to join the music scene in Malaysia, bro. They're doing art in Pakistan, bro. Like, I wish I could do all that. I wish I had the time. I wish I had the time to do everything that I've ever even thought I wanted to do for a day. You know what I mean? But we don't even have the time. If you try to be every profession in your life just for one day, you try to be a woodworker, you try to be a landscaper. I don't know why those are the two professions that I thought of first. Try to be a recording artist. You try to be, even if you just look at a studio, how many career paths are in a studio? Thousands, bro. Thousands. Because how many instruments are there? Like literally almost infinite. Because all these other cultures have these different instruments, and if you tried to play every instrument that has ever been created, then you'd be unearthing instruments from like 300,000 years ago that nobody even plays anymore. That's what Ludwig Göransson, however you say his name, did for the Odyssey, right? He found that it's kind of like a harp. I think it looks like a harp. I might be tripping on what it looks like, but he like dead ass unearthed an instrument that had not been used for like centuries to record parts of the soundtrack for the Odyssey. I thought that was one of the coolest things ever. I should make a video on that. I should make a little short form video on that. Someone already did though, so I'm like, I'm stealing their thunder. That's how I figured it out, bro. I retain knowledge about things that I really care about, even when it's Instagram Reels, because I really care about it. So when I post a video that's about something that's like, oh, did you know this? It's probably because I found it from. How else am I gonna find it, bro? I'm not staring at people's fucking, the one I posted today. Shout out to whoever I found that information from, but I retained it on McGee's guitar strings and how he strings his instrument differently, and also what he does with his tunings. Right, he's using like A sharp, B flat. Like he's using really odd tunings for a guitar. He's also using baritone strings on an electric guitar. He also has a Fender Jaguar, which I want so bad, bro. But I can't even play this thing. So why am I saying? Come on, I can. I'm just not. I'm not good enough yet to feel worthy enough to have an instrument that I really paid for, that I really paid for, like out of my own wallet, out of my own fucking, like, I wouldn't feel worthy, bro. It's like Thor's hammer type shit. If I were to go out and buy like a $2,000-$3,000 instrument right now, I would not be worthy. I would not be worthy. I wasn't worthy for my $3,000 clarinet until I was like really good at it. Until I'd been playing it for 7-8 years, bro. But I'm gonna leave you on that. You're not gonna have the time to do everything, bro. And it sucks. It kind of sucks. But when you think about it, like, okay, let's try to do what I want. And if what you want isn't what someone else wants, and what you know what I mean? You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Like shit. It's crazy. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. It's Friday. Uh do something you find fun this weekend. Uh I'm gonna list off some shit I find fun, because I think these are things that I might actually be doing this weekend. Recording music, obviously, because I'm fucking here and it's the weekend. Writing music, obviously, because I'm fucking here and it's the weekend. Eating snacks, because I got some snacks over there, bro. Studio Snacks, shout out to my boys E and H. Shout out to y'all. Studio Snacks #1. We got some s'moreos over there. The shits are gonna be fire as fuck. I actually already had two, so they are fire as fuck. I'm tripping. Read a book, hang out with your boys, hang out with your girls. Have a great day. Peace out.